So if you look at, first of all, what we talked about is the whole advancing compute, right? So there's innovations in OneView in what we've done in terms of manageability. We've extended the ability to do coverage management with better integrations for OneView with Microsoft System Center as well as with VMware vCenter. We've got the RESTful APIs and UEFI BIOS. So all of this helps with that software-defined, cloud-ready capabilities to move the needle on the compute portfolio. If you look at what we've done from a workload optimization perspective, we've got essentially advancements to our PCIe accelerators and smart memory. We've got smart cache, which helps with better in-memory computing, advancements there. We've incorporated a lot of flexibility into our systems. So in terms of the ability to configure the right amount of I/O, the right amount of storage and memory, with our innovations with the Universal Media Bay, as well as with our flexible LAN motherboard and embedded LAN motherboard capabilities. So all of this sort of gives you the right size compute. We've got sort of better capability from a power consumption and a space utilization perspective. So the ability to provide more compute capacity per watt of energy consumed, we've improved that, again with our PCIe workload accelerators. So you can see here a lot of the dimensions of where we are. We've now our storage converged virtual storage appliance also works with our Gen 9 portfolio. So we've augmented that as well. So from a converged perspective. And then we've also got much better networking performance. So for example, small packet performance, we've improved that with our flex fabric adapters. We've also got better read-write performance capabilities from a storage perspective as well. So it improves application performance. So really a lot of capabilities to improve sort of the application performance, workload performance, the convergence, the software-defined cloud-ready capabilities across Vineeth. So really one of the things we're doing now here is we are enabling our solutions, our compute portfolio for the cloud. So when you have embedded intelligence in terms of UEFI BIOS and industry standard BIOS, that makes it much more easier to communicate inside the system, as well as RESTful APIs. So now customers can go and they can actually program and script in a much more simpler manner using the new REST APIs itself. So that helps them to be able to sort of leverage their systems to deliver their own cloud-based services. If customers want HP solution for a private cloud, we've got additional solutions like our cloud system offering that they can allow them to board their own cloud service with the integration that they can provide all the way through the stack. And they want to buy a cloud service from HP, we can sell them a Helion cloud service as well. So we've got the whole range of capabilities we can provide in terms of enablement for the cloud itself for customers.
So with the
So actually a very good question. So answer is definitely there is an evolution. First of all, what's happening is now technology is becoming more tightly tied to the business needs. So the business stakeholders definitely are becoming more and more important because fundamentally now not having the technology becomes a bottleneck. So there's definitely new stakeholders, line of business executives are becoming engaged in this process. But more importantly than that, what we are finding is it's the IT operations people also becoming involved because it's part of what we talked about earlier and today was about the idea of delivering services and how these systems need to be able to deliver, make IT more services oriented. So we're finding that the IT operations leaders are becoming extremely involved, and they're part of it because when it comes to delivering the service, whether it be configuring, provisioning, managing across the life cycle, they are important stakeholders. So there's definitely an IT operations segment. The traditional IT infrastructure people are involved, and then there's much more influencing from the business side as well, because now IT is standing in the way of business achieving the right type of outcome. So there's definitely a little bit of that going through because today business leaders have the option to go and buy their own service. They can go and buy a cloud service if they don't get what they want internally. So definitely there is that link. It's a very seamless transition because our management software it works across generations. We've done a lot of things to make sure that we have backward compatibility in our systems. So we've done a lot of those capabilities. So it is a fairly seamless migration that can be accomplished, and we have our technical services team as well to help customers with the process. We're doing a lot of things to enable and make it easier and simpler for customers to migrate. Specific situations depends on them. For example, they're moving from a very legacy environment to Gen 9, then it's a whole, it brings in a whole lot of complexity. So the answer is it depends on the customer situation, where they're coming from, what they're moving to. But yes, we're definitely doing a lot of things to help them, and we're able to support them in that migration. So really, it's pretty broad. So we talked about the right compute for the right workload, the right economics, and we have the most comprehensive portfolio. So whether it be your core business applications or infrastructure workloads, whether it be your cloud and virtualization, whether it be a high performance big data, high performance computing, supercomputer type of applications, no matter what you're looking at, or your mission critical applications, we've got the right offerings in the portfolio across the whole range. And specifically now in the sort of the first phase of the offerings that we are bringing to the market right now, the focus is much more on infrastructure and core business application workloads, as well as virtualization with our Blade system capabilities, and then high performance computing as well with our Apollo systems that we bring to the market.